Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play the last higher tier tank from the loot boxes, XM66F. And oh boys, what a tank this is. Listen, I played with this vehicle quite a bit yesterday just to figure out how it looks like, and I was treating this tank like a assault tank destroyer. It's not a assault tank destroyer, it is a sniper schnitzel. Now, skill, what do you mean it is a sniper schnitzel? You have quite a bit of armor. Look at the turret. In some spots, turret is 400 millimeters thick. The weak spot is 240 millimeters. It doesn't look that bad. Yeah. On paper, it doesn't look bad, but the hull is absolutely paper. I would say it's pretty damn dreadful. And pretty much to overestimate your powers with this tank is extremely easy. At least this is what I noticed so far. And what happens whenever you are overestimating your powers, you are going in front and you are dying. I died yesterday so many times with this tank just because I played aggressively. So, in other words, you do not want to make pressure with this tank. The gun handling is average in my opinion. Sometimes it can work very, very well. Sometimes it can treat you like a king and sometimes it can treat you like a peasant. As an example, yesterday I had a game in Himmelsdorf against the lower tiers. I thought I will slaughter everyone, but the gun was just shooting to the left, to the right, and whenever gun wants to, right? In other words, I think this is kind of weak combination of the things. I just do not really appreciate this vehicle that much, and I do not really think the tank is that awesome, okay? And this is only me, this is only my opinion, and that's it. Obviously, this is early thoughts at this point, right? So far, I think the tank is probably average, maybe below average. Although, considering that you can snipe, I mean, it's not bad. Considering that you will bounce shot once in a while, it's not bad. Considering the gun is not the worst gun in the world of tanks, it's not bad. But for some reason, I'm missing something for a tank, you know? I do not know. Maybe I have a wrong mindset whenever I am playing with a vehicle and I am like a spoiled 5-year-old and I really wanted my fire truck, and in reality I got a Spider-Man, and I don't really want Spider-Man, I want fire truck, you know? Maybe this is how it feels to me. Anyways, nevertheless, the most important thing with this vehicle is to snipe from the back, in my humble opinion. If you will understand that you are a sniper schnitzel with this tank and you are going to play the tank accordingly, life is going to be beautiful and everything is going to be fine, right? At least this is how I look into all of this, and this is how I treat this tank overall. Just as a sniper schnitzel at this point. As an example, now you can clearly see that I am not even thinking about making pressure over there. Why would I? The risk is way too high and the reward is not even here, right? I mean, almighty Jack Pizda will slap me without even asking my name, and I'm going to go straight to the garage, if you know what I mean. So once again, we have no business whatsoever to be aggressive. There is no business for us to be aggressive, fellas. Okay. Unfortunately, we do not really have that great of the angles to support this Tiger Mouse. Honestly speaking, this Tiger Mouse is a dead meat. That being said, we need to figure out how to escape and how to get some kind of use from here. I am trying to figure out, maybe we can craft a good angle so we can slap this Mr. Tiger Mouse. Let me see. Nope, there is nothing to do for a sniper schnitzel in this situation, unfortunate, but what can you do? And once again, our mission is to craft a nice angle here. That's all we are trying to do in this situation. Mr. Tiger Mouse, how are you doing? I do not really want to block our guy here, but I do not really think we will have any other choice. Meanwhile, Jack Pizda is here. So far, the game is big flat 0. which is frustrating, you know. Unfortunately, we cannot see mistakes from the enemy side, so that if we are seeing mistake, unfortunately, but there is nothing for us to do about it. What's from that enemy is making mistake, and in the same time we can't change anything. Beautiful shot, thank you very much, mate, thank you. And killing shot, nice. Now we can make pressure. Now, where the gun goes, I do not love the gun, but I do not hate it. I would say it is probably average gun from what I've seen. 400 alpha damage, 232 millimeters of penetration, that's okay. If you are loading gold, you are getting 276 millimeters of penetration and 1240 shell velocity. But look at this game, I just could not make pressure into the city. I could not make pressure to the 1-2 line. I just felt like this is not a great idea. And this is my struggle. It is very hard. I mean, okay, if you don't care about the average performance, sure, snipe from the back and you are not going to feel bad by any shape or any form. Just snipe from the back, right? But if you care about your average performance and you want to play for the certain score, sniping from the back is very, very hard. And if you are treating this tank such as, let's say, you think that this vehicle has a bit of the armor, it is going to be a pain in the butt, you know? I do not know, maybe I am only one thinking this way and maybe I am just special mother trucker, but those are the games which I had with this vehicle. Yesterday I played too aggressively and I got slaughtered at first. Today I am trying to snipe from the back, right? And as you can see, there is just simply not enough meat on the bone. That is the problem in this kind of situation, and unfortunately there is nothing what we can change about this. And you know, I would understand if the tank is a bit faster, you know, so whenever you are noticing that your team is strong, you can make pressure. But how you can make pressure, how you compete against the same boards, Lancens and whatnot? You just don't, you know, you just don't compete with them. And once again, on the paper, it looks nice where the armor goes of this tank, right? It truly does. On the paper, armor looks nice, right? Once again, fellas, 400 turret armor in places. Weak spots, okay, I mean, you have couple of cupolas, but good luck hitting those, especially whenever you are trying to use your gun depression to the maximum, you know, there is nothing. But if you are going to show your upper plate for a moment, it's going to be game over. Everyone will shred you. And this is the thing I am struggling the most with this tank. And I'm not joking, fellas. I'm just saying that straight in the face. It's not my vehicle, and I need probably to get used for this tank gameplay. Meanwhile, 1.2 thousand damage, 500 assisting damage, definitely not good, and 78,000 profits. Although keep this in mind, the clan has boosters on. Without that, it would be significantly lower. And holiday opts is going on, so I would highly recommend to play with premium tanks left, right, and center. Honestly, this is the time to play with the premium tanks, truly. Okay, fellas, Murovanka and counter battle, nice camo. I have an idea. So we are not going to be too aggressive here. We are going to be smart. And how smart looks like? There is absolutely amazing bush over there, okay? There is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bush here. So what do we want to do? Skill! What do we want to do? We want to slap every and each heavy tank who will try to make pressure. Once again, I am not a true heavy tank. I wish to say, yes, I am a heavy, I can make pressure in front and I can show this dominance for the enemies. Yeah! It doesn't work this way. So I need to be smart and I need to keep a bit of the distance between me and enemies, and I need to hope to hit my shots, right? This is what I'm looking for and this is what I need to do. I hope that Sterva will peek and we will try to slap him in the face. This is my biggest dream at this point, okay? This is my biggest dream. Unfortunate, what can we do? It's okay. Let's try to go for the cupola shot. This could be a direct hit, but it wasn't. I'm spotted. Not exactly what I'm looking for. Maybe I should have fired the standard ammunition. Who knows? The thing is, 120 caliber gun is nothing so crazy and nothing so good. So I cannot auto-penetrate him, if you know what I mean. And this is what I'm talking about. I do not trust this gun handling to snipe from the back. I do not feel that this tank can be aggressive. So what this tank can do? You cannot make pressure, and you cannot be aggressive. I mean, sure thing, hoping to hit the shots from the distance and sniping, even though you are missing one or another shot, is not necessarily bad. But once again, it's just not my tank. Maybe I just do not like triangles. Maybe this is how it goes, fellas. Maybe I just do not really enjoy the triangles where we go. And look at this gentleman. He made a decision to be aggressive and he's already dead. Because armor simply doesn't hold, you know? Armor doesn't last. I mean, I have no doubts whatsoever that from playing significantly closer to the enemies, he is having better performance than we do, right? You know, damage-wise and whatnot. I have no doubts he is being successful in this way. I have no doubts that he is being successful in this way, fellas. Very, very, very complicated situation. Still, don't you want to make pressure? I'm afraid. I am simply afraid to make pressure in front. I just do not feel like we are going to get enough use, or I suppose to say the risk is way too high. I just don't feel like we are going to get that much use by, or the risk is not worth the reward. But in the same time, looking into the score, we are winning by 3 tanks and 2,000 hit points. What that means? That means ay Dios míos. That means we need to get involved. I mean, such a hard gameplay from the tank. Such a hard gameplay with this vehicle, honestly. Or maybe it's just simply not my tank, and that's about it. Maybe this is why I have such a hate for this vehicle. Okay, what is our goal? Our goal is to slap the Scorpion or Borat. Am I going to find them? I do not know. But we are going to try to do our best. ELC is sitting somewhere over there. I mean, I do not really think I can change something. I know that this bastard is sitting around this area. I am very, very well aware of that, but what's from that? Okay, Scorpion is trying to escape. We are trying to be aggressive to the best of our abilities. We are paying attention at the Borat. We are paying attention at the Mr. Scorpion. You know, and we are trying to get involved as much as we physically and possibly can. Very, very, very complicated. This mother trucker is still sitting in the same position, I can promise you that. Yeah, he's trying to shoot me. I mean, to be completely honest with you, at this point I do not even care. Yeah, sure, he can farm me once in 30 seconds. He can do 600 damage if he is lucky enough. And if he's hitting the shots. But meanwhile, I can try to farm his team, you know, and this is what I'm looking for. In fact, there is nothing to farm at the moment. There is Progetto who never ever been spotted. So Progetto would be a perfect tank to eliminate from the game, right? It would be perfect tank to find and to slap. And once again, in this situation, the gun is actually working and the gun is hitting some shots. That is good thing. That is good thing. Okay. Can we get another shot to the Mr. Progetto? This is the question. He's setting hold down, but to be fair with you, it doesn't really matter. To be fair with you, it doesn't really matter. Double penetration by the baboon, and here you go. This is my average game with this vehicle. I'm not even joking. Maybe even better than average game, just because I haven't figured out how to play with this tank yet. I am trying to do my best, and I have no doubts whatsoever that we are going to improve in playing with this tank, you know? I have no doubts whatsoever that we are going to improve, but so far not too many good feelings from my side. And please let me know in the comment section down below if it happened to be that you have this tank. I heard 50-50 things from you. You know, some people said it is absolutely amazing vehicle, some of you said it is kind of a stinker, and so on, right? So please let me know, what do you think about it, and would you agree with me that this is not the assault tank? You know, it's not like you can play in the front lines, because it's just, I mean, armor doesn't work clearly. Yeah, it might look great on the paper and whatnot, but I just do not feel like it works, honestly. 2,200 damage, 400 assisting damage. I mean, there is nothing to say about this. We made 148,000 profits, but keep this in mind. This is mission, this is battle payments from the clan, and this is holiday opts. If not this, it would be 60,000 profits. So yeah, let's go for one more. Okay, fellas, last but not least, we have Ruinberg standard battle. So far it is a struggle, and now it is a tier 10 matchmaking, and tier 10s can shred us in the face. Oh. Okay, let's try to figure out how we can snipe with this thing. How we can snipe with this vehicle, this is the question. What is the best decision in this situation? I mean, logically thinking, maybe I could play here, right? Logically thinking. IS-7 has proper hold down over there. Good luck dealing with that. I cannot penetrate IS-7, unfortunately. I just simply can't. Doesn't matter what kind of angle he is going to have, I cannot penetrate him. That's just impossible. Okay. Maybe we can... Oi. I mean, I can try. I don't really trust this gun, but I can try. I do not know, fellas. For me, this tank is junk, honestly speaking. Maybe it's because it's not my tank, you know? I am thinking, and I want to believe... Okay, maybe I am the problem in this kind of situation, and maybe I just do not... like this type of tank, you know? I really want to give benefit of the doubt for this vehicle. I truly want to do that, but so far, honestly speaking, this is my most hated tank from the loot boxes by a humongous margin, okay? By the humongous margin, this tank is probably my most hated tank from the loot boxes. Shame. But it is how it is. It's not the time to cry, it's not the time to complain. Sometimes we just need to take our balls in the hand and just make it work, okay? And this is what I am hoping for to do in this situation, right? This is what I want to do, fellas. This is how I want to play the game, and this is how I want to do the things. Meanwhile, looking into all of this, our team is being super aggressive here. And that isn't worst thing in the world, honestly. My mission is to slap everyone who is trying to find the angle and fight against our forces here. As an example, this tiger mouse, I mean, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate, and now we are making pressure. No, but still, you said you cannot make pressure. I know. I mean, you do not have armor, but it doesn't mean you cannot make pressure. Does it make sense? You do not really have armor, but it doesn't mean that you cannot make pressure. You can, and sometimes you need to. You can, and sometimes you need to. How about that? Meanwhile, Trash 103, he's trying to run for his life. We cannot blame the guy for doing that for sure. He's running as quick as he physically and possibly can, but in the end up he is ending up in the garage. Unfortunate, but oh well. What can he do? So this is probably the most successful game with this tank so far. I mean, we still have a lot of damage to do, you know, and a lot of enemies to farm. But overall, in the so far, how potential goes of this tank, it looks like we can be extremely successful here, truly. The DPM of the tank isn't bad. The DPM of the tank is okay. I mean, it's not TS5 and it's not the turtle levels of the DPM, but it is not the worst thing. Once again, you cannot side scrap, you cannot show your hull. If you will get automatically penetrated. Yeah, that's rough. That is one rough tank, fellas. That is one rough tank, if I can say so. I am trying to make pressure together with our IS-4. Hopefully, we will be able to do that, and hopefully we will find a decent angle to punish the Char Futur or Scorpion or whoever else. There you go, Char Futur is over there. Please don't penetrate me in the face. Unfortunately, that is a bounce, but there is nothing what we can change about this, and let's keep it up. Aladdin through the middle of the field. Mr. Aladdin, stop it. Lansen through the middle of the field. That was a good shot to the Mr. Aladdin. Good. Now, if we are going to be lucky, we should be able to get the shot like this. Unfortunately, hashtag never lucky. Yeah, fellas, I mean, look, in this game, we are successful not because I was sniping from the back, but because we made a good decision to make pressure in front. And obviously, where the hit points goes, we traded everything in. We used our hit points as a currency to a certain extent. And this is the right way to play the game, don't get me wrong, but not in every game you can do the things like this, you know? I am just simply saying that. Not in every game you can do this. So overall, for me personally, fellas, this tank is a bit of a disappointment. I do not know. I was maybe expecting tiny touch more from it, or maybe, I mean, I wasn't flabbergasted to see this tank overall from the stats, but where the gameplay goes, I think that is fair. And this is ace. I mean, I am lucky mother trucker to get ace with this type of score, and it's kind of sad, to be fair with you. I mean, 5 kills, 3.4 thousand damage, that is hip hip hooray, thank you very much. 1.4 base experience, I do not even know how is it worth 1.4, but fair enough, maybe because we were shooting the tier 10s, and 105,000 profits. But keep this in mind, if not holiday ops and not battle payments, this would be 30,000, so keep this in mind. It's not my tank, fellas. I would love to say something else, but this is simply not my tank. And my average performance with this vehicle is pathetic, to be fair with you. 2.3 thousand damage, 300 assisting damage. But once again, I am just saying everything straight in the face. Love me, fellas, hate me. This is what I am saying in the face, and that's what I honestly think about it. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a great time, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you got this tank to yourself and you played with it, feel free to share your opinion. And maybe I am too rough on the tank. Maybe I need to say, yeah, it's okay, snipe from the back with not the most accurate gun, and, you know, expect to bounce once in a while. Maybe that's what I need to say. Anyways, thank you and see you soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.